Hi, friends. It has been a few weeks since you've seen my face because I'm lazy, to be honest. I've had books to vlog about, but I just haven't had the energy to do so, and the motivation and the time, sort of a combo of all three. Since I now know how to edit videos, it takes approximately 3 times as long to actually post them. And Percy is very thrilled that I'm doing this video, as you can see. He's so thrilled he wants to go watch it from a different vantage point. So, I have lots of exciting things, and I hope you're excited about them too. I got a few books from Penguin, both adult and teen. The first thing I got is one of my most coveted arcs, and that is The Fourth Wish by Lindsay Rebar. If you don't know what this is, you need to educate yourself, by which I mean you should go buy, borrow, library up a copy of The Art of Wishing, which is the first book in this series. It's amazing. It's adorable and fluffy, but it also does some darkness there at the end, but don't let either of those scare you off because it's all amazing. And there are genies and cuteness, and it's just fantastic. And I hear that there's LGBTQ plus stuff in the sequel, and I just could not be more excited for this because I'm sure Lindsay's books are only going to get better as time goes along, and her debut was amazing, even when I didn't know who she was. So, The Art of Wishing, The Fourth Wish. Then from Penguin's adult group, I got a copy of Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. And this one, I don't remember exactly what it was about, but it was diversity and family, and it sounded like it could be really, really good. So it's a Chinese American family living in 1970s small town Ohio. And it just sounded very promising, so I am curious to give this one a try. Defector by Suzanne Winacker. This one is the second in the Variants series. I have not read the first book, Imposter, and I was a little surprised when this showed up in the mail, to be honest. But I'm willing to give this one a shot. I've read one Winacker book and I did like it, so there's always the possibility that I'll really enjoy this one too, and that it will be exciting that I got a unsolicited hardback of this book. From Quirk Books, I got a copy of World of Trouble by Ben H. Winters. This is the third and final book in the Last Policeman trilogy, which is a pre-apocalyptic scenario. It's that there is a comet coming at the Earth and how people react to their mysteries. But I really enjoy that combined with the pre-apocalyptic scenario because it deals a lot with, what is the point in trying to solve murders and cases if everyone's just going to die really soon anyway? So I think that adds a really nice dimension to the mystery aspect. Bloomsbury sent me a copy of The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This was unexpected since I'd just gotten one at BEA, but I am still planning to read this book. Doubly so now, I suppose. I've heard good things about it. I've heard there's an awesome ship. You just have to wait out the beginning. So hopefully I love it. And then I got this gorgeous, gorgeous book from Simon Teen. It's Through the Woods by Emily Carroll. It's short stories, but they are fairy tale, horror, and this book is just absurdly gorgeous. Look at this page. Seriously, I can flip to any page though. This thing is beautiful, and I haven't read it yet, but I'm kind of in love with it already. So graphic and gorgeous, and I can't. If you like pretty shiny things, Through the Woods. I'm just assuming it's going to be amazing because the artwork is ridiculous. And it came with a poster, which looks like this. And then on the other side, it has some individual panels. So this I might actually put up somewhere, although the hands are rather creepy, but it's still awesome. Awesome, awesome. Why can't I refold this poster? Like, I'm that person. I open a map. I'll never get that map back together. And then I got an invite in my email for a program I didn't know Random House did called Blogging for Books, which is basically they'll send you review copies, and when you review it, you can ask for another one. So the first thing that I requested was The Harlem Hellfighters by Max Brooks. This is another graphic novel. I'm super excited by all the graphic novels in my haul this week. This one is in black and white though, not the full color. And it's about an African American regiment in 1919. So that sounded really cool, and I just love me some graphic novels. And as most of you probably know, I also review for YA Book Central, and so I got a haul of books from them. First, I got The Cabinet of Curiosities, 36 Tales Brief and Sinister, which has one of my favorite covers of all time. It's middle grade horror fantasy tales by Stephen Bachman, Claire Legrand, Catherine Catmull, and Emma Trevane. I liked the Claire Legrand novel that I read, The Year of Shadows. I haven't read any of the other authors yet, but I have high hopes for all of them, and I think this could be adorable. And honestly, this cover, can we talk about how pretty it is? The Stepsister's Tale by Tracy Barrett. The reviews for this one have been sort of middling, but I also really can't resist anything fairy tale based. And also I enjoyed the one book that I've read by Tracy Barrett, which was a Greek mythology retelling, I think called Dark of the Moon. And so I'm going to give this one a fair chance, and I just hope that I like it. I'm really excited about this one. It's a new adult book, and I'm excited because Veronica Rossi is part of the writing team that wrote it. And that is Boomerang by Noelle August. And also, I know that one of my Uggies enjoyed this one already. Ellis gave it 4 stars. So I'm assuming there will be awesome sexy times in this. I expect the sexuals, Ellis. Do not let me down. So, and also it's an adorable intern romance. That's what I heard from Debbie. So I expect all of the cutesy feels. All of them. Then there is a Candlewick title, One Death, 9 Stories, edited by Mark Aronson and Charles R. Smith. This one has, as it might sound like, it's 9 stories all written around the same topic, which is someone's death. And it just sounds like a really cool prompt. And also, I couldn't resist trying it because it's 150 pages long, and that's including some pages talking about the contributors. So it's really, really short. It's not like I'm going to be expending too much effort to actually review this one. Then I got another of my most coveted sequels, which is The Perilous Sea by Sherry Thomas. I absolutely loved The Burning Sky, or as I call it when I cannot remember what the book's title is, The Flaming Chicken. It's adorable and fantasy and swoony and gender bendery, and I will have to refresh myself on the ending a bit, but I really enjoyed it, and I am so excited to find out what this awesome water dragon is going to be doing. Love this cover. Lies We Tell Ourselves by Robin Talley. And before you get mad at me for requesting something that I got at BEA, I didn't know I was going to be getting this until after I got back from BEA. So I'm sure I'll be sharing this with a blogger friend. I'm pretty sure I'm going to absolutely love this, so at least I'm not getting duplicates of something I don't like, because that's always super awkward. Mandy, who runs YABC, was nice enough to throw in a couple of books for me because I do some other things around the site, some editing and stuff sometimes. So I got a couple of gift books from the prize shelf. The first one is Finding It by Cora Carmack. I'm glad I got this one from YABC because I really do want to try it, but I haven't heard great things about it, so I didn't really want to spend my money on it. And this resolves my dilemma. So at some point, I'm going to try it and find out if it's better than I've heard. The other one that I got from YABC is Who I Kissed by Janet Gertler. And I wasn't interested in this one initially because the premise made me laugh, which is that a girl ate like a peanut butter sandwich and then she kissed a boy who had a peanut allergy and he died, which is terrible, but also sounds kind of funny. I'm sorry about that. Combined with the title Who I Kissed and the blurry guy in the background of the cover, I just couldn't really deal with that. But I've read a couple of Janet Gertler books since, and I really liked both of them. So I have higher hopes now. Oh yeah, and her duck face too. Who I kissed. I was gifted some things this week because I have lovely friends who are way too good to me. Lindsay Rebar had recommended a book to me, and she sent me an arc that she had, which is Premonitions by Jamie Schultz. I just started it last night. I'm only 2 chapters in, but the first sentence is, "Where the fuck is it?" Anna whispered. So they're swearing in the first sentence that they're thieves and they've been sent for this possibly magical artifact, which happens to be a rhino's penis. And it's hilarious and ridiculous, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this thing. Meg from Cuddlebuggery sent me Zodiac by Romina Russell. She had gotten a copy of this for me at BEA, and we just didn't manage to sync up the book transfer, so she went ahead and mailed that to me. Very excited. And this one actually has a funny story, of which I'm not going to tell you all of it, but Meg dared me to say something on Twitter and said she would give me a book if I did, and I totally did, and I didn't think she was actually going to send me a book, kind of like when people are like, do you want a cookie? And I'm like, yeah, I want a cookie, and they're like, oh, well, I don't have a cookie, which is totally lame. If you're going to ask me if I want a cookie, you should probably give me a cookie, just for your own health, because then I'm hungry, and all that's around is you, and, you know, that's just probably not going to end well. Anyways, Meg ended up sending me Untold by Sarah Rees Brennan. So I have an Arc of Unspoken with the gorgeous cover that they destroyed. And so she got me the sequel, and basically trying to encourage me to go ahead and read these, because all of the Uggies say this is total Christina bait, and I can't get that book back in. So, Untold, Sarah Rees Brennan, Swooning and Kisses, I've Been Promised. I also bought a couple of books. First of all, I had a pre-order come in of one of the biggest books of the year, which is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. I'm actually reading this one right now. As you can see, there I am, a little over halfway through. And I don't know how I'm going to feel about this yet based on the responses that I have seen to this book. I'm a little afraid. I have my emotional attachment dialed way back, because I'm really afraid it's going to make me mad, because I am very afraid about the ship and where that's going to go, and so we'll just see where this turns out. It really could be anything that I end up reading this book, so I'm a little terrified, and I'm going to be done with it by the time I post this video, and I'm until that point that my review goes up, I'm going to be pretty cagey about the fact that I'm reading this book. But of course, now my review is up, probably. This is this vlogging inception where I'm filming the vlog before it's going to go up. It's going to go up on Saturday. So it's this whole mess of time and wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey things. So you'll already know this before the me in this video. We'll never know how I felt about Ruin and Rising. Isn't that weird? I feel a little like Tumblr right now. And then I bought one other book, which is Lips Touch by Laini Taylor. I went ahead and bought this because I had some money on PayPal, and because I absolutely do not like the US covers of Lips Touch 3 Times. And the funny thing is that the hardcover is actually her, I believe it's her husband's artwork, and I like the artwork when it's in black and white in the book. So this has his artwork too, and I like it just fine in the story, but I just really don't like it on the cover, and you know, the face isn't really my favorite image. So I went ahead and I bought the UK version because I refused to buy the other one. So that is my book haul for these 3 weeks, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!